What's up, everyone? It's Wacko. Welcome you to week 4 of SPS USUM offseason. This week we're up against Unit 97, who I believe made it pretty far in playoffs for the top div, Lugia div last season, so he's a very good player. I'm also doing a team tour with him. Um, Again, very good player, very experienced. I don't know how long they've been playing for, but probably longer than I have been. Um, and yeah, very respected player. Their team was pretty scary going into this. I felt like I had to play pretty defensively into it, and it kind of felt disgusting. But at the same time, I felt like I could potentially make enough progress to win overall because it's USUM and hidden powers allowed, which means my mons have coverage because without hidden power, like half of these mons don't have coverage. Zapdos doesn't even have a fucking stab move. Well, I guess Air Cutter is as strong as hidden power, but Air Cutter is fucking stupid. Like Zapdos is not a flying type. Anyways, so on my side, I'm bringing the Garchomp with Earthquake, Poison Jab, Crunch, and Stealth Rock. The only reason I brought Garchomp was because I was scared that unit would bring a Victini versus me. However, I felt like Victini did lose either to Chomp or Porygon. Um, I guess maybe it could have lost a Sableye to, depending on the set. But I was still scared of it because I needed like a special and a physical Victini check. So Garchomp is kind of just the physical Victini check, but it was also good to outspeed like most of the team, and it can get up rocks, which helps me beat both Weavile and Victini pretty well. Also considering the fact that I have a spin blocker with Mega Sableye against Tentacruel, and I can also reflect Toxic from both Gligar and Mandibuzz, and also I can HP Ice the Gligar, and I can Toxic the Mandibuzz. And my other moves are Shadow Ball and Recover, because what's a Mega Sableye without Recover? My Zapdos set is Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, Hidden Power Ice, and Roost. No Defog this week because I felt like I just needed HP Ice to slam the Gligar and call it a day. It's pretty speedy offensive, but I also have some HP investment. So not as much special attack because I believe I'm max-ish speed, or maybe I am max speed in case he for some reason ran like offensive Tentacruel. Which for some reason I felt like I didn't handle Tentacruel very well on my team. My Roserade set is going to be Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Ice, and Synthesis. Again, Hidden Power Ice to help me beat Gligar Mandibuzz. I felt like Roserade was pretty good offensively in this matchup, but I'm actually very specially defensive because it is my Tapu Koko check. Even if he spams U-turn on me, I felt like I still needed something that could switch in on Tapu Koko. And if they did want to U-turn, they would hit Rocky Helmet. If they want to Volt Switch, Garchomp does block them, but my Garchomp is leftovers, not Roselli Berry. I probably should have considered Garchomp running Roselli Berry, but I guess maybe I thought Koko would run HP Ice for some reason. So anyways, yeah. My Buzzwole is very SpDef with the Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Toxic, Roost. Again, Gligar was very, very scary in prep because I felt like without Hidden Power Ice or like Ice coverage, like I just wasn't gonna beat it. I think 5 of my mons have Ice coverage, which is really funny. But yeah, I have Ice Punch for it. And Drain Punch, I really wish over Toxic that I had ran Earthquake or like Thunder Punch, because I did not bring a move to hit Tentacruel, and if I Drain Punch the Tentacruel, sure I do damage with Drain Punch, but if he's Liquid Ooze, then I take damage overall, and I need to keep my Buzzwole healthy for the Weavile. My 5th mon, well, I already talked about my Sableye set. Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Ice, Toxic Recover, very SpDef as well. Also to kind of help with Weavile and like I guess, kind of handle Mandibuzz or like Bronzong if he brought it. Because he had, let me see what he had in the back. He had Tangrowth, Dragonite, that's what Sableye was for, Dragonite. Also like a physical Lucario I could have brought it for, and Bronzong. I didn't think he'd bring Lucario versus Zapdos matchup. I thought maybe Tangrowth would come, and I thought Bronzong was coming, but I suppose not. It could have just been the placement of how I placed these guys on the team, because I did not respect Sylveon in prep at all. Probably because I just didn't really see it there. Anyways, my last mon is going to be the Porygon 2, which is very specially defensive, running the Tri-Attack, Shadow Ball, and Ice Beam, I believe, with Recover, and I'm running Analytic. So getting things started, I'm going to lead my Roserade into Koko. I had a feeling that they'd just lead Koko, and I was like, you know what, Roserade actually doesn't seem like a horrible lead, because I do have a switch-in for Weavile. I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Mandibuzz, which doesn't do that much. I think the Mandibuzz is pretty especially defensive. And for some reason I go Garchomp because Rough Skin Chip is funny. He's going to bring in the Weavile, which baits in Buzzwole for me. I find out here that he's not Choice Band. I believe not. And I am going to get a nice Ice Punch off. I Ice Punched because I didn't want to Drain Punch into the Tentacruel. It was kind of a prep mistake I made, to be honest. So you won't be seeing me click Drain Punch that much. P2 is going to come in on the Toxic, and unfortunately I kind of misprepped again. I totally should have ran Trace to Trace Immunity, so I didn't get poisoned here. So now my Porygon is just on a timer, and like it's probably not worth keeping like super healthy, and he also crits me, which I don't think really matters that much. I do get a huge Tri-Attack off into Koko, which I guess is a good thing for Analytic, but I think Download Tri-Attack would have actually hit a lot harder. He's going to be Leftovers, which makes me think he's like a Roost set, so I'm going to go into Roserade on his D-Gleam. I reveal that I'm Black Sludge. Well, he already knows I'm Black Sludge, but he's going to Volt Switch into Mandibuzz. I will Sludge Bomb, which doesn't poison once again. And I'm going to HP Ice. I thought HP Ice would kill because I'm Technician HP Ice, but no. Mandibuzz just lives that for some reason and clicks Roost. I guess it makes sense that I'm very specially defensive Roserade, although I think I am Modest Nature still. Like, I ran like Modest like 8 EVs, I think. It's kind of crazy. I will bring in the Sableye so I can Mega Evolve. I get a nice Toxic off on the Mandibuzz, so now Mandibuzz is on the timer. I'm going to HP Ice and see how much it does, which does absolutely nothing. Sylveon's going to come in. I believe he's going to Hyper Voice, so I'm just going to go Roserade. I see here that he's Choice Specs, which is a very good reason to bring SpDef Roserade in this matchup. And luckily for me, I'm able to Synthesis all that shit back. And now I have a Koko and a Sylveon switching again. He's going to knock off my Buzzwole's Cobra Berry, which is okay. Cobra Berry was only for like Aerial Ace anyways. From Weavile, just in case he ran that. Hidden Power from Tentacruel is interesting because I don't know what Hidden Power type that is, actually. It was neutral against Sableye, whatever it was. I don't think... Like, it shouldn't have been HP Ice, right? Because it gets Ice Beam, right? Maybe like an H... Oh, you know what? I do have Unit's Paste. I do have his Paste, so let me see. The Paste... Here... Hidden Power Flying. Okay. Anyways, I guess... Oh, HP Flying for Buzzwole? I mean, I don't really see why you'd prep Tentacruel to beat Buzzwole when... I don't know. Like, I don't want to stay in a Sludge Bomb there, but... Whatever. I'm gonna... bring in Zapdos on the Tentacruel Scald, and then he's gonna go Koko on my T-Bolt, which is a good 29%. He does get some back from lefties, and he Calm Minds, which is pretty scary for me. For some reason, I Roost. I don't really know why I roosted there. And he's going to Volt Switch. I was a little bit scared that he might be Stored Power, but I don't know if Koko gets Stored Power in Gen 7. But it was kind of scary regardless. He's going to bring in that Weavile. So at this point, I'm kind of like... Other than Porygon, like, my team is staying healthy. I don't think I really need Porygon to like be healthy in this matchup. Like as long as I keep Roserade and Buzzwole healthy and have Sableye like a second option for like most things. So we kind of get into like a stall war where we're just switching out. Luckily I don't get Scald Burned. I believe, yeah, at this point I get up my Rocks, which is good. I'm gonna bring in my Zapdos on a Toxic. I thought maybe he'd Defog. But actually now that Rocks are up, Hidden Power Ice looked pretty free because he could bring in Weavile and get chipped. And HP Ice won't do that much, but at least it'll be chipped to the point where he can only bring it in like 2 or 3 more times. Yeah, 3 more times. Koko is gonna be at like 40%, plus HP Ice is gonna do quite a bit. Tentacle's not gonna want to switch in to an HP Ice or land on Rocks, and then also take like a T-Bolt when T-Bolt is pretty free. But now that Gligar's dead, T-Bolt is very free. And most like Manabuzz is just gonna die if it comes in. So he's gonna bring in Sylveon now, and as I go Roserade, he's gonna pivot into Mandibuzz for some reason. I guess maybe he was sacking it, but I kind of don't really understand why he didn't just click Hyper Voice there and then sack Mandibuzz. But I do get some HP back on Roserade. I will get the Sludge Bomb off. I'm not gonna let him roost. Tentacruel's gonna come in as I go Sableye on the Scald. I didn't really want to use Sableye to be my Tentacruel check, but I do want to keep him from Rapid Spinning, which I don't actually think he had. Oh no, he did have Rapid Spins. Scald, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, Flying. Interesting. And he also had Defog on his Mandibuzz, so he did have double removal, which I am blocking one of them and the other one died. So yeah, Sylveon's gonna come in on the Shadow Ball. Not gonna like that too much. At this point, I'm a little bit scared that he might have Psyshock, and if he Psyshocks my Roserade, I instantly lose the game pretty much. To Tapu Koko, and eventually I would probably lose to Weavile too. So I do have to be careful, and I'm just gonna use P2 as a sack. I could go hard Roserade here, but I kind of just figured that I should just let someone die. I will Shadow Ball the Roserade. I thought maybe they'd go like Tentacruel here, but I guess not. He's gonna go hard Weavile here. I did consider clicking Sludge Bomb, but I ended up just clicking Synthesis. As I go Buzzwole now, Icicle Crash is gonna do quite a bit. Tentacruel's gonna come in on the Ice Punch. 11% isn't that bad, because at least he kind of stays down from landing on the rocks. Sableye is going to... oh, I'm going to Shadow Ball. Pretty risky, because I think a crit Scald might kill me, but he actually goes hard Weavile here on my Recover. So I'm going to Recover. He's going to Icicle Crash, which will flinch me, unfortunately. And I'm going to have to play with that Buzzwole. He's going to miss Crash, which kind of sucks, but I guess it kind of makes up for him flinching me when I was trying to recover. Or I wasn't trying to recover, I think I was trying to get a Toxic off, actually. Because I thought maybe I could beat Weavile 1v1 if I just spam Roost with Buzzwole. But, no. I will T-Bolt and crit. Unfortunately, I crit that Koko. That crit definitely mattered. Because I believe Electric Terrain doesn't apply to Zapdos, so like my Thunderbolts aren't actually boosted, but whatever, I guess. Unfortunately for him, he goes down. It wouldn't have been like too big of an issue, but he would have had an extra pivot into Weavile on like my Roserade switch, which could have been something perhaps. Zapdos at this point is getting kind of low, so... do I let him down? I don't. I actually go Buzzwole. For some reason, the normal me would have just let Weavile kill Zapdos, but for some reason I went into Buzzwole. I am gonna sack Zapdos now though, because again, I'm scared of potential Psyshock. Well, at this point, Roserade isn't like super necessary at this point, but whatever. So yeah, he's gonna bring back in Weavile. He has one more switch in with Weavile. well, this is his last switch in, so whatever he clicks, he basically has to like flinch me twice to win. Doesn't get the flinch, I do get the ice punch off, and now Tentacruel isn't gonna be able to do that much to Roserade. So I'm just gonna go into Roserade. He does have HP flying, which it says it's super effective, but it did 17%. That is fucking crazy. So Roserade's just not gonna give a shit about it. Sludge Bomb actually does more. So yeah, the HP flying was definitely mostly only for Buzzwole. So yeah, Roserade is gonna claim this last KO eventually. I could have been mean and click recover here, but I kind of figured that I would just switch into Chomp if I had to. And that'll be GG's to Unit. So yeah, that was a pretty good game. Very long game, and I feel bad that I recovered stalled on like half my mons. Well, I only clicked Synthesis twice. I click Recover twice, I click Roost twice. Roost once on Zapdos. Like, I didn't click Recover on P2. So like, at least I didn't like stall, right? I mean, I kind of had like I was ready to play a 200 turn game, but I didn't really want to. Especially because Synthesis only has 8 PP, so if Roserade can't stay healthy long enough, like I do kind of lose eventually. Yeah. Next week I think we're against Gwinderace or Gwinderance. I don't know. Let me look at the rosters. They have a team with Mew, Greninja, Scizor, Salamence, Mamoswine, Z Mamoswine and Z Mew, Primarina, Hawlucha, Blacephalon, oh no, not a Mega Venusaur. Also Palossand and Togedemaru. So looks like a decent team. Might be tough to prep for, but we'll see once I start prepping for it. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching.